Good evening. Uh, last minute. Thank you. Thank you, Google, and hello, Cliff. Musical arc. Musical arc? It's more so that there's literally only I say two songs. One album and one additional song that I know of that came out in 2022, 2023. That was more so the problem. I really don't know any other songs that came out in this time frame. I was thinking more so that, like, surely there must be something else, right? Everything else is older. Everything else is older. I suppose, I do listen to new things, whatever Spotify suggests, really, but they tend to be all over the place. Actually, when I was doing my Spotify through your year in review, it was a time traveler. It was a time traveler thing. Uh, not staying in the current year, apparently. And thank you, Ooh200, for the follow. Wait, did I not set it up? I didn't set it up for... Okay. Sorry. I didn't get the audio notification. It's sort of a whoa. Why didn't it do that? Why didn't it do that? Because I had them set to silent from earlier. I think... I'm just thinking, today is day 3, and it's supposed to be for the singing march. It's supposed to be something comfortable for your voice, and it's a case of thank the gods above and below for that, because right now the rest of it is kind of killer, honestly. I don't really know how to mix very well, if at all, and it was kind of a thing after the first time trying to mix something with some guidance. It's kind of, I'm going to pay someone else to do this in the future. I'm not going to bother doing it myself. Not when I can pay someone like $50-$60 to do it for me. I hate it so much. And now I'm doing 30 of them. Singing March is 30, right? How many days does March have? How many days does March have? 31. 31. But yeah, at least this current one is supposed to be easy. And then there's the day after that, and I still don't know what I'm doing for that. It's supposed to be Hot Vibes. I know what it is, I guess. It's just kind of, do I know any songs that really fit that? I don't actually know if I do. I might have to go digging a little bit more in my musical history to think about songs that fit that sort of thing. Hello, Digga. How are you? Now I'm just thinking, like, wait, no, I guess that doesn't really count. Diggin' doesn't really count. There's a song called Diggin'. It's kind of I do remember some of the lines being a little, but at the same time, I don't really know if it's Hot Vibes. But it is like faux Western. Is it country? It's faux country. I guess at some point, like, doesn't it just become country then? I wonder if it becomes country. I think it was a Yoko Kanno song. I think it's a Yoko Kanno song. Or maybe they just contracted it out to someone else. But I have a feeling that it's probably something that she may have helped put together. I'm actually suffering a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna put my tea. I have the like throat tea because I have been trying to. I hate recording. Just re-recording, and like, can I do the thing? No, I can't. There's a reason why the One Last Kiss was only the first section, because I don't feel comfortable to do the other parts of it yet. Like, I'm not feeling it, and I tried so hard to get it done. Figured I'd better get something out, even if it's only like 20 seconds. So like every one of them is like going to be recorded on the same day, recorded and mixed in a video made in the same day, probably just because I didn't have any planning for this. I didn't plan anything. I feel a little... Okay, right. I was going to take care of the tea. Give me a second. It's a throat tea, and then I put in a bunch of honey. The thing is, I feel like I have chai too, and I could have used chai, but I feel like it doesn't quite... It doesn't really taste like chai to me unless you have milk. I don't really know if I like chai without milk. And that's like the opposite of what I need. Oh, this is actually really good with the honey. This is really good with the honey. Very sweet. But yeah, like the video... so let me actually grab up the image for it. I'm sure I have it somewhere. Because I keep looking at it. I keep looking at it to see, like, what do I need next? What do I need next? If I just do this... Oh, okay, I guess I need to figure out what I named it. Maybe this. Okay. I'll bring up the image. Yeah, I know the thing about dairy. Dairy and alcohol and a whole bunch of things that are very tasty. It's kind of, wait, what do you mean I have to live without cheese for like a few hours just to not mess anything up? Okay. Let me grab up the file for this. It might look a little funny because... Well, funny is probably not the right word. It probably just doesn't... It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge. I'm gonna put it behind me. So... I will also move myself. So yeah, we're supposed to do 1 a month roughly, I think. That's the description. Oh, before singing. But during and after. Okay. So good. Trash beforehand and not during. At least I'm out of my espresso martinis now. Those are probably like the worst first choice. Yeah, so the Obsessed with recently was One Last Kiss. The second one came out in 22-23. Third one is Something Comfortable for Your Voice. So it's going to be, oh great. It's going to be something easy to me. And won't be too straining, hopefully. And then next is Hot Vibes, which is just sort of a... I'm not certain yet. Performing. Okay. I don't know either of those. I don't know either of those. Are they songs or are they bands? Are they songs or are they bands? I do have a friend recommendation, which is supposed to be, I hope, good. And then from an anime, I haven't really, like, I have a document of trying tequila song. All I know about the tequila song is what it only has the one line, right? Tequila. That's it. I don't know them. I am sheltered. I'm sheltered when it comes to some things. When it comes to, I suppose, a lot of music and a lot of movies. A lot of pop culture. There's another one or two here where it's kind of a orchestral singing. The very first thing I thought of was, well, okay, does this count? Maybe it's more opera. Does that opera really count? Is that even something I could really do? And then there's like, oh, One Winged Angel is orchestral, isn't it? One Winged Angel is orchestral, right? I don't know if I could sing it. I don't think I could. You can DM me on Twitter. You can DM them to me on Twitter. My throat. Good old Sephiroth. I don't know apple bottom jeans. Is that? I don't know what that is. I know Pavarotti. I don't know what you mean by Louis Pavarotti. And I thought that with a flower in the title was going to be rough, and then realized I can kind of cheat by flower counts as a flower, right? Flower counts as a flower because I have something marked for that. Oh, you're going to do it too, Q? I'm glad some other people I know are doing it as well. I know Juby is starting it too. Okay, I'm gonna put this in my history. Can I just like mute my... It's Flow Rider! Or is it... Is it Flow Rider? It's... It's a brand of jeans, too? Remove. Florida. I fix my pronunciation too much, I suppose. I fix it too much. I also have to work on that. I have to like stuff cotton in my mouth or something when I sing because otherwise I'm too pronounced, I think. I'm trying to get better at muffling some things. Pavarotti version? Oh, Luciano Pavarotti. Okay, I'll take a look. I will take a look later. I think there's some songs I want to have for this that fit so many prompts, and it's kind of a case of where do I put it? And then I guess there's a few things that it's kind of a case of, do I want to learn something new for it, or do I want to do something that I've already performed at, say, karaoke before? It feels a little bit like cheating, a little bit, but at the same time, maybe not, because I have hopefully improved and I'll be able to do it better than when I did it in karaoke, where I was very, very jittery, especially in the first karaoke. Only orchestral song. Again, like, It's time to say goodbye. Or Who Wants to Live Forever? Is it? It's time. Is it? It's time to say goodbye? Is that how it goes? No, it's not quite that. It's something else. It's by the famous blind Italian singer. Bocelli. And Sarah Brightman, I believe. It's a duet. Although at the same time, like, it's a duet. Hello, how's your shot? What is it? Conte Patiro. I don't actually know. Conte Patiro. It's singing March. I'm performing Not performing. I'm not performing right now. It's something that is going around on Twitter. It's something that's going around on Twitter, and just kind of songs for this, songs for this. I am looking at like, okay, what counts as orchestral music? What counts as orchestral? What is orchestral music? Hello, Sanko Pancho. I shouldn't actually probably be in board games quite yet, but I'm going to be. Okay, so it is time to say goodbye. It is time to say goodbye. People know that song, right? It's apparently a product pop. It's got an orchestral song. What's got an orchestral song? Conte partiro? Conte partiro. That's fair, actually, yeah. So like if you count it as that, has an actual orchestra, Okay. I don't know if I can sing it though. That might be a bigger problem. I guess it's like, wait, so if it has an orchestra, then that means almost every, well, I shouldn't say almost every, a lot of musicals should also count, right? Because they have orchestras backing them, right? Does it count? Do Broadway shows count? Crossover music? Sorry, Wikipedia, like, what is crossover music? It's just music that fits different genres. Like country western? Wait, country western music? Just more of a case of I don't know how to differentiate any of these things that they're saying here with like country western and rockabilly and okay. Maybe I should close this before I get any more confused. All right, and I also got I got my new starting screen, which I don't actually, do I have an image for that right now? What is retro vibe? I have one or two things that I'm kind of debating for that. Actually, I guess 3. Retro vibe. There's a song that I don't want to say learned, but it's actually like a 1910 song. Maybe I can, let me see. Either this, there's another one that would be really cool, but I don't think I could actually do the effects on it very well because it is like heavily synth pop, I think. It's ragtime? I don't know how to describe it. I can actually bring up the audio for it. Oh, the first half is really, dated. The first half was apparently been dated at the time it came out. Okay, so we have, I wonder if you'll be able to hear it. You should be able to hear it.
A pretty girl is like a melody that haunts you night and day, just like the strain of a haunting refrain. She'll start upon a marathon and run around your brain. You can't escape. She's in your memory.
This is a cover of it, actually.
Morning, night, and noon. She will leave you and then come back again. A pretty girl is just like a pretty tune.
Doesn't that count as... Does that count as retro vibe? Is it too retro? Is it too retro? You can tell me if it is. But, so it was released in, I think, 1917 or so. It was actually, I picked out a bunch of songs for a game I was supposed to run. From when you were a kid. Wait, that's an insult. That's an insult to me. I am that old, though. 70s, 80s discos? I don't really know too many of those, actually. Aside from, I guess, I say traditional. What is it? I can see... What is it? I can see from the way she walks. She's a woman's man, no time to talk. That kind of thing. What is that song? Or... I'm just thinking about some of the other songs from when I was a kid, and it's kind of I don't know if I could sing those. I don't. Or rather, songs that my family kind of taught me, and it's kind of I don't. Yeah, no. No one's gonna get it. No one's gonna get it. Smooth Criminal isn't that old, right? Right? No. But yeah, Staying Alive. Staying Alive is the one I was thinking of. But Smooth Criminal is like 90s, Alien Ant Farm, right? Unless there's a... Wait, no, I'm thinking... Wait. Smooth Criminal is... Michael Jackson? I don't know. I don't know. You could say the same thing about Smells Like Teen Spirit in what, 95? The artist is dead? Yeah, that doesn't mean it's an old song. It doesn't mean it's an old song. Like a Santeria. That's not like super old. Santeria. Santeria is Rolling Girl. That one actually kind of hurts. That one actually kind of hurts. Rolling Girl doesn't feel that old. Owaka. Rip Owaka. PS3 is not old. PS3 is not that old. PS3 is not that old. PS3 shouldn't be in the retro category, right? PS3 doesn't fit in the retro category. It feels kind of weird to put like PS2 in the retro category, but I'll accept it, I guess. Okay. That reminds me. Actually, I'm kind of tempted to grab a bebop song for the singing march because I ended up playing yesterday. I'm going to swap over to the game too. It will never not hurt. Yeah, Waka. But yesterday I learned one of the Cowboy Bebop. I started to learn, I should say. We didn't finish the game, unfortunately. We started learning one of the Cowboy Bebop games, the Space Serenade one, the second one to come out, I think, because 15 years old. Please no, my heart. First my throat and now my heart. No, I don't actually want to mute that. Unmute that. I'm gonna mute Scythe. Fast. There's nothing to resume, but we're gonna try again. And I just got really unlucky, I guess, last time reading through with two of the probably most aggressive factions against me. But we're gonna try again. And I know what I did wrong with the river walking. Hello, 40 Kali. Thank you for the raid. Let me shout you out. I'm just starting, actually, a new... Oh, right, okay. Wait. Whoa. Actually, I have to restart this. But for those who don't know me, I am the Evening Primrose. I am a garden elf, and I come out at night to play games. And tonight is board game night. So tonight I'm playing Scythe, which is a... It's a worker placement... I shouldn't say that. Territory control kind of game. And I actually meant to... I'm going to be restarting this because I actually meant to not start with those two factions again. I don't. It always tells me to pick that out. What? You're playing Minecraft? Hope that was fun. Or do you play with... I'm guessing, like, everyone plays with mods now, right? I actually haven't ever played it with mods. I haven't played it in a couple of years, though. We're actually going to quit this really quick. Can we exit game and it will be okay? Yeah, we're going to quit real quick. Because I meant to not start with invaders from afar. We're not doing that. We're not doing invaders from afar. And I can explain why again in the game. Oh, for a second it was just kind of a, wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not, that's, you're showing me the text for one and the image for a different group. We're not playing with Togawa. Okay. So, we're going to be playing as Polania. And their faction ability is to pick up 2 options per encounter card. When will this switch? I suppose if we're following this, it's going to be after the Switch 3 is out, sort of. When the Switch 3 is out. Okay, so our secret objectives. Foundations of the Empire. Have at least 6 of your tokens on one territory. Okay, that's actually not so bad. Stockpile for the winter. Control a territory with 9 or more resource tokens, at least one of each type, on it at the end of your turn. Okay. These are interesting. Okay. So we have to, well, we don't have to. It is an extremely good idea for us to complete one of those. Only one, because we can't actually complete the other. Structure bonus. Neighbor encounters. Number of encounters adjacent to your structures only count each encounter once. These count whether or not the encounter tokens are still present. Rivers do not break adjacency. Yeah, rivers suck. Rivers suck. So we're starting with an agricultural sort of setup here. That's interesting. Hello, Octorate. Hope you're doing well. So we're playing against Russia and Crimea. So it's just kind of a case of, I don't remember naturally thinking. Actually, no, I did actually play, we played this on easy, except I was Russia against Crimea and Polania. So we're actually being quite spread out. That's nice. Yeah, we're really well spread out. Okay. Hello. Actually, I'm gonna have another bit of tea. Our turn. Okay, so we are playing. Just looking again. Okay, so we're playing against 2 other factions right now. And we are currently, personally, like in terms of this one specific game, we're all currently limited to these 3 tiles on the map for each of us. So they have these 3. They have these 3 because you can see that there's a river runs through it, a river runs around it. And the only way we can get over the river for us is to build mechs that have the river walk ability. Which... we'll see how fast it goes around. The only ones that aren't limited to this are the expansion ones, which is why when I set this up I meant to uncheck expansions. So we were previously going to be Togawa, which starts on the mainland, which, as you can imagine, has a very different sort of connotation going on than being stuck, and basically safely stuck in here. I do not believe that the others can actually move onto your squares. Unless... I've just started hidden. Hello, Asgard. Now that I think about it, it may have been a case of maybe I wasn't thinking about the river walk appropriately. So what I failed to notice, and this is something that I didn't quite fully put together until I saw multiple of the boards next to each other, all their abilities are a little different for the mechs as well. So for us, our particular group, we can only river walk to villages or mountains. So we will never be able to river walk this way, like from the village to the mine here. Oh wait, shit, we can because it's a mountain. Fuck, that was the wrong example. We can't river walk from the village to the farm. We could never do that. We can never do this move either, from the village to the forest. However, we can go to the mine. And we can do the vice versa. I think that's actually the only way we're able to get off of here because... Yeah, it's the only way we can get off of here because... Wow, that sucks. We can't go into the forest, we can't go into the farm, we can't go into the lake. Aside from submerge. If we get submerged, but that's a little different. I don't remember what the other ones river walks are specifically, unless I can... No, probably not. Doesn't look like I can. But it is something that if I had bards, I could check them. I could check them. And that was my major downfall before not understanding that particular section of the rules. Like, it's not carte blanche, it is literally what it says. So to explain a little further, the aim of the game is to have the most points by the end of this. There's a score calculator, a very handy score calculator that I'm going to be using throughout the game. Oh. Okay. And we'll be able to easily keep tabs on things this way. The game ends when one of the factions has 6 stars. Stars are acquired through various actions, such as completing one of those objectives that we have, or it could be that we build 4 mechs, or we have, I believe, 8 workers. Each one of those is worth a single star each, and you cap out, like you cap the star. Fighting, like winning a battle, is also worth 1 star, but you're capped at earning 2 stars from that. Aside from special groups, and let me just double check. Crimea is not one of those, right? No, I don't think they are. I really wish I remembered what their options were. Home, structure bonus. My faction ability. Aha, okay, so this is the Riverwalk. Okay, interesting. That is the point of it. That is the point of it. And each faction has a different ability. I know what Rusviet is because I've played as them before. They are able to choose the same action multiple times in a row, as many times as they want. Everyone else is going to be limited. Crimea, I've forgotten. Do they show it after a while or not? They do not. Come on, show me their ability. Fine, okay. Hover? Hover over the right part of it. I just want to see. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up. It's open information. Actually, hold on. Give me a second. I can just grab the copy of the rules, and that should not be turned on. Only one of those should be on right now. Why did it do both? Oh, I turned both of them on. Okay. Well, there we go. That should be turned on. We're not playing Legitimata tonight. It's only Scythe. I'm going to check the rules real quick. But yeah, I played through some of Cowboy Bebop Space Serenade. It's a deck builder, and it's kind of, I shouldn't say it's not cute. Cute is not the right word. We didn't get to the end game, which is going to be really interesting to try out, because you're basically fighting Vicious, and it seems like depending on how you play the game, it's going to be a much different fight. If you play a short, brutal, losing streak on your bounties, well, maybe I shouldn't say losing streak. If you force your way to Vicious earlier, so to speak, it's going to be actually kind of easier to beat him, sort of, than if you play a long, good game against the other bounties, because the entire thing is deck building to be able to spend cards to hit bounties on different planets. One problem that the game has, though, is that two of the planets, there's only 3 planets in the Bebop. 2 of the planets look really close to each other. It's kind of like you could have chosen something other than Ganymede to contrast with Earth, because they have little tokens and they look so close to each other. Like, one of them just has more variance in the blue and like a bit more clouds than the other. It's ridiculous. Maybe it was just our lighting scenario that made them look so similar, but it was frustrating. Let's see. Can I search? Okay. Bottom row actions, Nordic. Seaworthy artillery speed. Okay, so we all actually have entirely different mech abilities. Cowboy Bebop Space Serenade. Cowboy Bebop Space Serenade. It was something that I played the other night. I've actually... I don't know how many Cowboy Bebop games are out right now, but I've played 2 of them, which is just kind of it's been 20 years since it came out, and just now it's getting now it's getting it. Okay, so God, Japanime, please. So Japanime's Bebop game versus the... Okay, let me find the other one. Board Game Boogie. Board Game Boogie is the other one. Is it really Board Game Boogie? Yeah, it is Board Game Boogie. Yeah, it's Board Game Boogie. It's by Jasco, I guess. So yeah, there's 2 board games for Bebop. I guess they just must have like opened up the license in general to things like we don't care anymore, which may have also explained why there was a Netflix adaptation, honestly. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if that all came from the same freeing up of like, it's been 20 years. We're done with it. The West can have whatever they want. Bottom row actions, faction abilities. Okay. Okay, so Crimea's ability. Once per turn, you may spend 1 combat card as if it were any resource action, or any 1 resource token. The explanation. The Crimean faction has a long-standing tradition of selling information to the highest bidder. They may spend 1 combat card per turn as if it were a resource to pay for something. 1 combat card equals any 1 resource token, regardless of the number on the combat card. Combat cards are still worth nothing at the end of the game. Still, they're going to be digging into combat cards, and it's going to make them a little worrisome. But at least we're not playing Saxony right now. I haven't actually played Rosthaven. I haven't played Rosthaven. I haven't had a board game night since then. I actually have a friend who wants to host, but he wants to get his table set up, and he's been having like horrific issues getting his table set up. He got one of those fancy board game tables, And I don't know what company he got it from, but he's been fighting for the past like 2 or 3 months to get replacement parts because there were like obvious flaws on a part of it, so he wanted returns. And then the replacements for those also had the same exact flaws, like drill marks that weren't stained or something that would be visible somewhere. And then he started putting it together even more, and then he realized like not all the legs fit. Not all the legs fit in this table. Like, I guess it has like 8 legs, and 6 of them only fit on one side of the table. I feel really bad for him. Yeah, so it's just kind of yeah, whatever group it was, I guess their QA isn't very great, which is a little worrisome for me. Not that I'm pretty certain that I have a board game table coming in late spring, early summer, actually, myself. And it's not from the same group because his is American and mine is, I think it's American his, and mine is coming from Greece. So it's kind of it won't be a problem. That won't be a problem. If there's any problems, it's gonna be hell. It's gonna be hell because I have to pay tariff and everything on it. His enthusiasm, his spirit is like broken over this table. He's gonna go to his next con where this board game table group is, and he's gonna bring a freaking leg with him as he's gonna bring a leg with them. Like, make my table whole, please. When you spend thousands on a table, you want it to not look bad, and you want it to actually be a table. It needs to be a table. It needs to be a table. Okay. I mean, I want to say with a lot of the board game tables, I can do a comparison shot of some of them later. Like, I could do a stream of reviewing game tables, theoretically. Actually, maybe I'll save that for when I get my own. When I get my own and put it together. Because before I bought it, I was actually doing like price comparisons. Okay. And style comparisons too. What is going to fit my space nicely? What is going to fit it nicely? Matching online is really difficult. Thank you, Lord Reaper, for the follow. Okay, I'm actually gonna start playing the game now. I mean, they would assemble it and then have to disassemble it. But yeah, they should have done a test fitting. They should have done a test fitting. And thank you, Torian, for the raid. Let me give you a shout out. What were you playing today? What were you playing a demo? Persona 5? Ah, okay. I'm trying to remember. I get my personas confused a lot. Is that the one with Morgana the cat? Is that the one with Morgana the cat? Okay, so, is the one with the Dachi 3? It's 3, right? So, which one is... 4 is... Wait, no. 4. 4 is Adachi. Okay. And 3 is the one with the robot girl. With the, like, shoot yourself in the head gimmick. Right. I actually haven't barely started my game. I barely started my game. I'm just thinking about, like, okay, what am I gonna do here? I'm actually playing Polania against Rusviet and Crimea right now. And I was just checking what Crimea's special abilities were. I played as Rusviet recently. Last one I played as was the Nords. And I know what Saxony's ability is too. And I haven't actually played with the expansion ones yet. Like, I have it. I just am not confident on unleashing them upon the board yet. Is that a... Okay, it is a Fall Guys thing. Okay. What did they already... Okay, they built... I guess we might as well trade, actually. We're gonna trade. Everyone else is trading. We're gonna do it too. Japan is tough. I haven't actually seen either of them in play at all either. So we can actually get almost any resource we want. I guess actually no. It's a case of like, did they produce something or did they purchase something? It looks like they actually produce now that I look at it. But if we do this, we could actually do oil then. Do I want to do that? I think I kind of do. I think I kind of do. I feel like, is 2 oil cheaper than normal? I feel like it is. And I have no extra people. I should really be doing that though. Okay, we can't do anything else. But I was also talking about the Cowboy Bebop board games earlier. They actually have some really nice minis for them. They have standees and they have minis. And the minis actually stand up really well. They've got like little sticky legs, stick legs. They have stick legs, but they haven't bent yet, even though I had the game for a while, but it hasn't, well, I mean, like things can still bend over time, you know, especially with figures that are cheaply made or like not particularly balanced well. They tend to like tip over with time. They tend to tip. But like Faye and Spike are like the spindly legged ones that would have potential like top heavy issues-ish. And they are not having problems right now, which is really nice. I'm actually gonna move. Oh wait, it's just more of like, do I move? Do I produce? I can't even produce another oil. Move. We're gonna move. Yep, we're gonna move 2 units. Yeah, actually, we were gonna transport. Thanks for reminding me. We're gonna... Boop, doop. Hello, Dirk. Also, hello, Will Sleeps Not. And Dr. Quentin. I'm sorry, I missed that earlier. Okay, right. It's kind of a... Do we just hammer? Actually, you know, it's kind of a case of... I think the farm is fine. We're just going to move our other unit for now, and it should be fine. I'm glad that the bots actually play by the rules, though. I was watching someone else play an older game. Agricultural. We're playing with the agricultural board. I feel like that's something else that's not 100% clear in the digital version. Like, I think it's kind of glossed over, and it doesn't feel that much different. Thank you, Autumn Fuchsia, for the follow, and thank you, Dr. Genton, for the follow. Kind of a case of... Shit, they have a lot of people already. Yeah, I need to start getting the villagers together. Oh, we're just going to produce. Oh, haha. We're gonna do this. Oh, right. I haven't actually broken out the physical copy in a while. It's one of those... It's not like super big in terms of box size, but it's big enough. It's big enough. And also I feel like you have to understand the game pretty well to have a quick-ish one. And I'm still a bit slow on it, honestly. Okay. So I was talking about how Rusviet is able to keep hammering the same thing. Like, we can't do the same action that we just performed. We're limited in that way. Rusviet does not have that limitation. I guess that I did read a little bit, and that Rusviet is considered an easy faction-ish to play because of that faction ability. Crimea is supposed to be, I believe, a hard one. I think that's it. Nothing like an hour and a half of Frosthaven. I'm trying to remember the longest game that we had, and I think that they're having a couple that have been like 6 hours. Not Frosthaven though, and probably not Gloomhaven. I think mostly because we died. We hit the bad end in Gloomhaven fast enough that it wasn't really an issue, unfortunately. Can I not do that? That's strange. Hold on. Oh, that's really weird. Why can't I do that? Hold on one second. I'm having, not a technical issue, it's just kind of, why isn't that working? Is it something that I'm not doing right? Am I? Oh, you mean setup? Yeah, I could see that. I think the longest one I've had to set up has been either... I keep messing up the name. It's not Call of Cthulhu. It's Arkham Horror. Arkham Horror or Merchants of Venus. Those two are probably like the longest to set up, and I think Arkham was more of an issue. Okay, we don't really need to do that. We can actually just kind of cycle between these actions, honestly, for right now. We probably should. Oil food. Excellent. Although maybe what I needed was wood. Now that I look at it, maybe I should have stuck with wood. I have the newer edition. I say newer, the one that came out in the past decade. I don't know if multiple have come out in the past decade. I don't know. Although, I think about it, it's kind of like, wait, was it in the past decade that I bought it? It may have been a little earlier than that, but it's not like the original. It's not the original edition. Just thinking because, oh right, I played it with this one friend who was very interested in economics. She was really enthusiastic about it. I also got her into Spice and Wolf because of the same gimmick. But, oh god, that was a long time ago. It feels like a long time ago, I should say. Do we do oil? Do we do this again? Do we just keep hammering this? I kind of want to do an upgrade, though. Or food. What would I even move? Maybe I would move him over here, actually. What? Okay. We're gonna move this guy. We're gonna take the food with us. Okay, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Wait, hold on a second. We're gonna complete one of our actions. Stockpile. Characters, workers. Okay, if I actually do this, what I'm gonna do is this. Okay, excellent. We have our first special encounter card, and we get to pick 2 of these because we're Polonia. I hate that noise though, the like squeak, squeak, squeak. Observe a childhood game of war. Gain 1 combat card and 1 popularity. Toss some coins to the kids on behalf of your faction. Pay $2 to gain 3 popularity. Cut down the tree to signal the end. Cut down the tree to signal the end of the Age of Innocence. Pay 2 popularity to gain 4 wood. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I've always felt really bad. I mean, that's the kind of game this is. You could have just generic, if it weren't for the text description. If it weren't for the text description, it would just be another game, right? But this is very much a part of the entire thing. It's kind of a, I guess the way I like to think of this is grim bright, right? Because I like to think of it as, like, currently the world is kind of grim, but it's going to, there's a bright future ahead. As long as I don't pick these options, honestly. As long as I don't pick the bottom options, because the bottom options always are rough. They're always rough. They're always, I shouldn't say negative, necessarily. Yeah. Or, let me check. What's the popularity like? 4? Okay. Just more so, I'm at the bottom here. Food chain magnet. I haven't actually talked to her in a while. I think a lot of us have kind of, I have 2 friends who, over the course of COVID, have adopted their first cat and then just kind of like squirreled away. $2 bill. It's only a $2 bill. Don't you get too familiar with that number 3 there. You're giving me 3 popularity for it. I think I'd rather have popularity, honestly. I can make the money back. 4 wood, actually, shit. 4 wood, though, would be an immediate build action. It would be an immediate build. Oh, fuck. We're gonna do both of those. We're gonna pay them $2, then cut down the tree. I'm so sorry, kids. I'm so sorry, but I needed that tree. I needed that tree. It's just, no. This is Polania that's evil. This is Polania. I am not. That is not me. That is not me. We're playing pragmatist here. We're in this to win it. We're in it to win it. Okay. Oh, right, and I was going to do this. Wait, whoa. Kind of a, do I count for this now? As long as I don't spend the oil? Shit. Thank you. It's my designer who chose it. I gave her influences, but she designed my outfit for me. Kind of a, hold on a second. Why does it not count? Why does it not count? Why does it not count? Or does it know that I'm super tempted to actually go through with the oil thing? If I do that. Actually, I might still be able to do this, but not this turn. And I feel like this is actually really easy for us. Not easy, I shouldn't say it's easy. It's something that we can do. Missing metal. Yeah, I'm missing metal, but at the same time, it's a case of, I haven't actually had a chance to get metal yet. So it's more of a case of, yeah, I was going to trade for metal for the next round, and then I won't have enough necessarily to be able to deploy a mech. However, it will get me enough to do the stockpile for the Winter Star. That's the plan. That's the plan, if I remember. If I can hold it together for like 5 minutes. Which one do I want to improve? I don't actually have enough to do that. Although I should soon. Do I want 3 moves? Combat cards. Bolster power. I don't necessarily know if I want to... Actually... 3. We're gonna do this. And then it's a case of which one. If I make this a little simpler, I even still... I'll do this. And we don't count for... We don't count for that. But I have a plan. I have a plan for the next turn. They're upgrading as well. Another upgrade? Okay. So I'm not super behind then. Okay, but if I do this, or I can produce, but then I'm only producing people, but I'm doubling my people. And then I can immediately build something for it, actually. So I think I'm going to do that instead. Doubling our amount of workers, and then we're going to build something with our newfound wood, and then it's just a case of what thing are we going to make? What are we going to make? What are we going to build? What are we going to build? A tunnel that only we can use. Actually, hold on, wait. It's a case of the mine. Okay. Then we have construction armory. Construction mill. That could be really good right now. Bolster. I think actually I want to focus on production, so it's a case of... We can only place it here! We can only place it here. Shit. Maybe if I do this one instead, I think I'll be fine. But we actually haven't done that yet. Or we can just create the... Can we actually create it here? Actually, no, we're gonna do this instead. Thinking about last game and how I lost due to a lack of power, so it's kind of a case of I might want to just have a passive way to increase that currently. Nope. Complete an objective. Can we... Oh, I have to put it down. Shit! That was the wrong one. I didn't actually want to make a mill there, because that's kind of useless-ish, because I already have 6 players. I already have 6 workers! Fuck. Whatever. It's done. Unless... Unless I hit undo. I'm gonna live with my mistake. Eh? I can still complete it. Oh, it's this one. I was thinking too much hard about the other one. Okay. At least I'm free to kind of leave off from that one place where the mill is. It's just, that was painful. I should have just undone, but... trying not to. Six. Okay. We have 3 food now. I'm actually gonna kind of like, do I move? I don't have any oil. I could trade, and then I don't have any metal. Actually, I should double check something real quick. Feels a little useless to bolster right now, but then I get to do this. So I'm going to... Actually, I could get a combat card. Do I need a combat card? I think power is a little bit better right now. And we're going to pay 2 food to get a bonus, and then it's just a case of which one do we go for? What do we think is going to be useful? And what are we lacking in right now? What are we lacking in? Money could help. Money could actually help a lot. Money. Actually, I wonder how the score looks. Being beamed by a bot. Okay. I really like the ease of calculating the score, though. God, this is kind of horrific. Oh, you know what? It's also because I'm not actually controlling... I'm controlling a single piece of territory. I'm controlling a single piece of territory. Also, just realizing, alright, I'm the only one who has wood. And in return, I don't have any metal. I don't have any metal. Okay. Do I go for metal or oil? If I do oil, if I do metal, I can actually start river walking sooner. We're gonna do that. We're gonna work on metal. And we don't have anything to do for that. That's actually a little scary. Just, seven. 7 power. So I mentioned, let's see, actually, hold on. Do I move? I don't really have anywhere to move to, aside from, I guess, I could just start moving to, I could start moving back. Yeah, I think the only thing I can do really is move back because I don't have enough food and I don't have enough metal. And actually, just thinking about it, my river walk is 2 villages or mountains, so I'm going to be able to move from here, or like from the forest to the mountain. Actually, that was useless. I am going to move. I'm going to move. I'm going to move 2 people over here, actually. So we can start producing some food. And we don't have any oil, so that's the end of that. I was thinking more so... So, when I was playing Space Serenade, it was a bar. The bartender knows me rather well, and I'd like to order whatever new thing that they have, and I ordered I meant to say cranberry. I said curry. I kind of missed an entire syllable. Curry. I ordered a curry drink. It's just sort of like, what? I don't even think they have chai on the menu right now anyway for like a drink. So kind of I've only had one drink, I swear. I've only had one drink. You know it. You served me. I just missed a syllable. Do we produce more metal? I think we do. Or... No, we produce... Wait. We produce two metal. We're gonna produce 2 metal. Oh, we can finally make our first mech. And now it's a case of what do we want our first mech ability to be? Riverwalk? Riverwalk? Submerge to move to from lakes and move from any lake to another. That's actually really good too. Camaraderie. In combat, do not lose popularity when forcing an opponent's workers to retreat. And speed, gaining a hex. I actually think submerge might be more so it. That might be more so. Well, actually, the thing is, with this, it's going to take us an extra movement to get through. However, it's gonna take us 2 movements to get there if we want to. But it's gonna actually take us even longer because, for the others, because then we'll be limited here to this pathway. Yeah, it'll be 3 movements. So I'm actually gonna try this one first. It's probably gonna hurt me. We're trying things out. We're trying things out. Thank you. I don't know if I'm necessarily doing good job at explaining what I'm doing here necessarily. There's a lot of moving parts. I want to say I played a lot of Werewolf. One Night Ultimate Werewolf. I am never the person giving instructions as to what to do. I'm doing the pre-setup though. I'm the one who's organizing the cards into the correct order though, so that whoever's reading it, if they're not 100% certain, or rather if they know what rules are associated with what character, I'll provide the order for them. They just have to know the rules for the character. One Night Ultimate Werewolf is a trader game. It's a hidden trader game, I should say. It's a party game. It's very fun. Showing your work. I could see that. I could see that. I've played with it a lot of people, like first time learning rules and trying to piece together things too. But I'm not usually the one again explaining what's going on. We're just working through it. Oh no, what's with the oh no? Do you see something on this board that I should be wary of? Let's see. Everyone's got actually 5 workers. And 2 mechs over there, and 2 mechs okay and behind. Oh, about One Night Ultimate Werewolf. Yeah, I had a crowd that would play it, and it would range from like... We didn't have nearly... We would occasionally have like 1 or 2 people who would be new to the game. But we had a pretty steady group. A steady enough group that we would... What's the phrase? I don't want to say we got bored a little bit, but we ended up basically, we would random draw the cards that we would pick, the, so to speak, villagers and werewolves and stuff, to end up with mixes we wouldn't have otherwise thought of. Okay, let's see. I don't think we would do that when we had newcomers, for the most part. It was always a pain. I say a pain. I would try and say like, hey, do you know Mafia? And they would always say, almost always say, no, I don't know what Mafia is. Like, you can't use that as a basis for the game. Until I was in one very specific scenario where I was the only one who knew how to play werewolf and I was teaching others. And I start off with I go through my entire spiel without mentioning Mafia a single time. And then at the end of it, they say, oh, it's like Mafia. And it's kind of I could have saved so much time if I had known. How do you know what Mafia is? How do you know? I learned Mafia from a bunch of human children, from like a bunch of human, like 8-year-olds. So, I thought it was more of a generational children's game type thing, or like a regional thing perhaps. And then to find out this other person from like a completely different generation, from a completely different country at that, knew what Mafia was. It was kind of okay. I'm not wrong. If people do know Mafia. People do know Mafia. It's just strangely positioned. Okay. What am I doing? Narrator. Yeah, I could see that being a pain. What, like, GM-less games. GM-less games. So I think when I played Mafia, we did have a narrator, I'm pretty certain, but it was to be expected. It was to be expected. I don't really think they were super interested. I guess maybe they may have thought it was like unfair for them to join. Although the kids were ruthless. The kids were ruthless. I had a plan, but I forgot what that plan was. Oh right, submerge. Can I move? It's kind of a case of, can I take my... Aha! I can move that way. Kind of a, do I want to take the... So I'm gonna steal some workers. I'm gonna steal some workers. Okay, we're gonna steal 2 workers. Oh shit, I didn't want to steal all of them. I'm gonna just steal 2 of them. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, hold on, wait. Just thinking about it, like 2, 4, 5, 6. I can only make 2 more, so I'm actually going to do this. It's kind of a great. They're not drowned, right? They're not drowned. They can't drown, right? Okay, we don't have any oil, so we're stuck there. Yeah. They're sticking their hands and they're trying to like catch fish and jellyfish in the ocean, and they cry about it later because they caught the jellyfish, and like, what did you expect to happen? What did you expect to happen when you caught the jellyfish? Kids are dumb. Kids are dumb. And pushing each other into the water too. Okay. It's kind of a, we can't move. We cannot move again. But we can produce. We can produce. They just got kicked out. They just got kicked out into the lake. No big deal. Look, they're on the land. They're on the land. See? They'll be fine. They'll be fine. It's kind of, I guess we're going to produce. The other option is, what is the score anyway? I just realized that I could have actually left. I could have taken a 3rd worker because this is going to produce one anyway. So it's just sort of a, that was dumb. That was dumb. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. We're going to produce. Oh, no. We want to produce. My bad. That's a lot of food. That's a lot of food. Okay, they got a recruit bonus? Okay. I guess another thing is, like, something interesting about this game is for the recruit bonuses, it's actually, no, upgrades. These sorts of things where, like, you have to actually be paying attention on someone else's turn. Forcing the players to pay attention to each other's turns instead of simply waiting for their turns. Versus in the video game version, it's automatic at least. So I can ignore them and just be absolutely gobsmacked when they end up punching me in the face later. Okay, now we're gonna move. Gonna move there. We're gonna take both of our workers and we're gonna move them. We're gonna move them. Do I go to the tundra? I should probably go to the... I'll move these ones to the tundra. A factory card. Excellent. First factory card. Hello, Patmos. Hope you're doing well. I feel like maybe I should have moved them to the metal so it's more quick for me to make other mechs, because I don't necessarily want to leave them unattended, but now it's kind of a... It's... Yeah, there's no stopping. There's no stopping. Let's see. Pay 2 different resources to gain 1 recruit. or pay 2 different resources to gain an upgrade. Pay 1 heart to gain a recruit. Or popularity, I should say. Pay a popularity. Any good board game, but there's so many board games coming out that some of them are gonna not be good. Pay 1 popularity to gain an upgrade. Recruit upgrade, recruit upgrade. Pay 2 money to gain a mech and a okay. My bad. And the last one is pay 2 different resources to gain a mech. Pay 2 different resources to gain a build. So it's kind of a case of mech quick. But at the same time, like, well, it's not super useful. I guess actually for all of these. Hold on. I want to see the score. Wow, actually, I'm doing pretty good. Despite my fuck up, my very slight fuck up, I'm doing a bit better this. But it's still early game though. It's still early game. We're only round 13. This is still early. Yeah, mech. Power is really between these two. It's kind of like I can just these are both big robot though. Like this is a robot or a build, which I usually actually don't do a whole lot of building, which is probably a detriment to me. And then this is a mech. At least this actually this is probably better. It's just that I have a lot more of this going on. I have a lot more coin than I do resources, but I can make resources. I just have to actually plan a bit more. I have my card now though. And what I did before on the easy map, I just plonked my my character down there. So no one else approached me for it. I don't know if that mechanic is going to work now though on a medium game, to be honest. I think they may not be intimidated unless I bump up my power, because my power is really bad. Okay. Oh, we can upgrade, right? Oh, we don't have the oil yet because I didn't put the oil together. Okay. Okay. We could do this. We need 2 different we don't actually have 2 different resources right now. Right now, the best thing we could do in that case. This is actually really. If I produce, I can produce my last 2 here, and I can make 2 oils. This is actually better than doing this. The thing is, I can't produce any more workers? Hold on, wait. I can't produce any more workers? I thought I could. I'm at 8 already. Okay, I'm at 8 already. Dang, okay. It's still better in the long run for me to do this, although I don't have any wood. And I'm gonna have to either spend oil or spend another action to trade, or I need to spend 2 actions. 1 to move and then 1 to produce. And it's gonna be really rough. To get that factory mech. Or I start spending oil for it, which is just gonna be kind of strange. I say strange. Yeah. Like, do I want to spend oil on that? I guess if I just kind of hunkered down in the future, because these guys should be moving off. I should actually be producing this as soon as possible. Yeah, we're gonna be spending one here. What? One here. And we get our second mech. Now it's a case of speed. I think I actually do want speed. We're gonna plop them here. And then we get a factory move. So we're actually going to do this. We're gonna choose this one. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Everyone in. Everyone in. We're going to the mines. We're going to the mines. Excellent. Oop. Wait, we can still move one more? We can still move one more. Neat. Because the factory move is a double move, isn't it? You move one thing twice, so I can move one thing 3 times, so it's kind of... Wait. Oh, tunnel! Okay, tunnel. Okay. It's more of a case of where do I want to leave them, and I think I'm going to leave them here for now. Honestly. It's either that or I move them like all the way over here, which I can't quite do yet, but I'm just afraid that because this is a tunnel spot, it's a little worrisome. It is honestly a little worrisome. And I have such low power. I need to buff that up. I really need to buff that up. Hold on. What is my score? 34. Okay. What? Every now and then I forget about the gnomes until I get gnomes. So, a long, long time ago, there was actually a... Okay, hold on. Like, I can't just hit this again? Boo. But even the Russians can't do that. We're just gonna produce, I think. We're just gonna produce. Or power. Power food. Confirm. Spend 2 food. No way. Popularity? I have really bad popularity too. Wow, okay. Upgrade, actually. We're gonna get 2 power for this. Thank you, Fresher Robin, for the follow. Is this all I can do? This is all I can do. I don't know if they still have these, but there were places where you could paint your own pottery. I say paint your own pottery. So they like provided you with something. Kind of like nowadays, I guess there's like drink and paint sort of scenarios that go on, right? I don't remember. There's a sip and paint. I think it's called a sip and paint now. Or are those out of style too? I don't know what the new one would be. What the new, like, event gimmick is for art. But it used to be, like, painting pottery. And just thinking about how I should do that for a garden gnome. I should get a garden gnome and then paint them myself. In my garden, I don't actually have any gulping glaze. I don't know if that's the appropriate name for that sort of... I don't know if wine is involved when it comes to pottery. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I haven't done a whole lot of research into it. I think the only ones I've done have been Sip and Paint. Yeah, Sip and Paint doesn't sound good. There was another name I heard that was really outrageous for the pottery one, but I don't remember what it was called exactly. If you've heard of the Adventure Zone, it was a gimmick from in there. It had extremely I shouldn't say against terms of service because it was their own podcast, so who cares? Extremely raunchy name for it, but I don't quite remember. For all I know, they could have called it the Tug and Pull, honestly. Tacos and Taco? No, it wasn't quite like that. But it was Taco taking the Reaper figure out on a date, sort of, I guess? It was kind of a strange position. But if you've ever done pottery, it actually does. It's intensive with your hands. It's really frustrating, actually. I don't really like working in 3D very much when it comes to like actually forming things. I have done it in the past, but scene from Ghost? Ghost? What is Ghost? I don't know what Ghost is. The memes on it? Is Ghost a movie? I had a thought about what I was doing, and now it's kind of a case of, did it leave me? We can't do that again. We don't have enough oil. We can produce, actually. We can produce a shit ton. Oh, they have 3 mechs. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. If I do this, we're gonna trade. No. Actually, we're not gonna trade. We're not gonna trade. Trade was not the idea. It was this. We're gonna do this. And we're gonna produce. We don't need any more. I mean, we need food, but at the same time, like oil and metal. Oh, we can do all 3. That was smart of me. That was smart of me. I don't know Ghost. I don't really know a whole lot of things that Whoopi Goldberg's been in, aside from she was one of the hyenas in Lion King, right? And she was also in Sister Act 2. I'm really bad about culture. Okay. We can actually build a mech the old-fashioned way now. We can... Oh, but that's not the thing that we're doing right now. Fuck. We can't. We can build one the old-fashioned way. Oof. That's scary. Like, that deep dive. How many stars do they have now? Okay, so some of them are tied. What does the score like? I've actually never seen... I've seen very little Star Trek. I've seen a little bit of the first generation. I just remember being very frustrated at the little kid. Not, I say little kid. The teenage boy. But I think that was a very common sentiment. Yeah, Wesley. And I remember seeing, I think, the first episode of Deep Space Nine with my economically minded friend, and she fell asleep partway through. Like, she was trying to... I don't remember why she was trying to see it. I think there was a boy that she liked recommended it to her, so she tried to watch it, but we were kind of drunk, and it was late, and we tried to watch it, and she fell asleep. It was kind of like, well, okay. I guess I'm sitting here watching on my own. I think it was supposed to be the kind of show, because of her interest in that, since I mentioned, like, I was able to grab her with Spice and Wolf and Merchants of Venus. I guess it was kind of a Star Trek, the closest Star Trek that she would like. I think, yeah, all I watched have been, like, first few episodes of the Next Generation, and maybe a few other strange singular episodes here and there. My sister was a big fan once upon a time. My sister was a very big fan once upon a time. I realized that, between her and my other sister with Star Wars and a cousin with X-Files, maybe it runs in the family. Although then again, it's kind of a case of, what's my show then? The problem is it wouldn't be live action. I broke the chain. I broke the chain. Granted, there's still like another dozen or so female cousins, I'm sure. Not sure what they were into. No, I guess it doesn't have to be, but I don't know. It feels weird to say. I think in case of the X-Files relative, I remember staying with her and she had magazine clippings pasted all over her walls, and I think that she had a crush on one of the male characters. I don't remember which one though. I don't remember which one. It may have actually been like a tertiary character, secondary character, like not Mulder. It's Mulder, right, for the male lead. I don't think she had a crush on Mulder. I think she had a crush on a different male character, but I don't know who. And I feel like that may have been the same with my sister in Star Trek, perhaps, but I'm not certain, again, who. I watched a bit of X-Files as well, but I don't think I made it through the first season. I tend to peter out on a lot of those shows because it requires a certain kind of atmosphere, one that I am okay with getting scared, essentially. That's also why I stopped Stranger Things on season 2. Like, I don't think I can watch those sorts of things alone, unfortunately. It felt really bad. I've actually read all about, like, what the one X-Files episode that's supposed to be, like, really messed up with the mom in the luggage case under the bed, but I've never made it that far. I'm the one getting creeped out at, like, the stupid Jersey Devil one. The stupid Jersey Devil episode. Okay, now we're going to trade in for some mechs, and we're going to... Actually, wait. If I do this... I feel like I'm really bad with stockpiling things right now, because now I have a whole bunch of resources. And at the same time, I don't necessarily know what I want to do with them. One oil, one food. Do we want to do this? We'll do this. We're gonna put it together. We're gonna put things together. And where do we move? I don't actually know if I want to move. Oh, that's kind of a lie. It's kind of a lie. I do want to... Well, do I want to move? I think I want to keep here for this. I don't actually need a whole lot more metal, honestly. I don't. Move one unit up to 2 times. Can I just, like, move him? This is really dumb. But it works. It works, right? It works. This is so dumb. Because I'm not gonna need much more metal after this. Should not have worked. Alien? Oh, I've seen Alien. I don't know if I've seen Aliens. And I've also been on this the ride that includes Alien, like the movie theater, I suppose, ride in Walt Disney World. I'm going to have to steel my heart for that because I'm going to be riding on that again in the next month, probably. I'm probably going to be riding on that in the next month. It's just kind of... Same with the Tower of Terror. That one actually gets me, too. that I used to actually be chicken enough to get scared at the Haunted Mansion as well. But I've gotten better at the Haunted Mansion, I feel like. I've gotten better at the Haunted Mansion. Actually, thinking about the one thing I don't think I'm ever going to go on again. Maybe 2. There might be 2, actually. 3. In that park. What am I doing? Actually, hold on. We're tied! Look at this. Even tie. Great. I need to... I need to work on some of my bits here. I love Fantastic Cow. I don't necessarily know if it's a great thing right now. Actually, what I was looking for was... Holy shit. You see Crimea right now with 15? I'm gonna get my ass handed to me unless I start preparing for that. Which is thankfully what I'm going to be able to do in a second. Do they have 4 mechs? They only have 3. Oh, but Crimea's over there. I'm worried a bit more about Rusviet, I guess. I can move and upgrade, or I can just straight up get another mech right now. I think I'm gonna... It's kind of a case of, do I do this? Do I upgrade? Do I... I actually have the food to just do this outright. No, we're actually gonna do this. We're gonna gain power. And then we're going to do this. Spend food. And... Oh man. Popularity? We are kind of bad on popularity. I don't have a whole lot of cards when it comes to combat, but I don't really need them quite a whole lot. So we're just gonna delve super deep into popularity right now. But the the things I didn't like in Disney were the 3D movies. 40 movies. I think I remember one that there was a really bad... There were 2 that had like really bad smells because of course they're going to do that. I don't want to go through that again. I feel really bad because one of them has my I don't want to say a favorite character, but a strongly liked character of mine in it, which is kind of rare considering he's... Speaking of old, he's really outdated now. If you know Figment the Imagination Dragon, he's very cute, Figment. Let me grab a picture. Figment. It's not Figment game. It's Figment. I think he's specifically been made up for the park. He looks kind of, he looks kind of dumb in hindsight, but he's still really cute. Okay, I found a picture of him as an animatronic. The animatronic version of him. Let me grab it up. Here we go. This is Figment. Be nice to Figment. Look, he's waving at you. He wave. See? Wave. He's got like a little sweater. I don't think he normally has a like sweater jacket like that. There's a photo. Okay, there's also a photo of him as a mascot character. Let me grab this one too. Look, he's so happy. He's just a bundle of joy. Don't you want a big dragon, friends? Yeah. He was, I think, the mascot for the Imagineers. He was the mascot for the Imagineers. And so there's a ride for him. I guess I just have to remember to hold my breath for a section of it if I want to go through with it. But the other one I don't want to do again is the Lilo and Stitch one. He's a dragon. I think. I'm pretty certain, because he's actually... he has wings. He has wings, and I think he can fly. I think he can fly. Not saying... I know there are winged kobolds, but I'm pretty certain he's a dragon. Or maybe Disney doesn't want to let the word out that they've hired a kobold. Could be either. Did I turn something off, or did it just not load properly today? I guess it just didn't load properly today. He's actually quite small. He's meant to be another thing that I don't know if I can find a photo of him this way, but basically he was puppet sized, if that makes sense. So there was a specific Imagineer I'm thinking of, who actually kind of looked like Willy Wonka. Oh, what was his name? There was a specific one, right? Dreamfinder. Dreamfinder. So it was Dreamfinder and Figment. Let me see if I can find a picture of Dreamfinder and Figment. And there's a specific sizing between the two of them. I'm sorry, I'm looking at all these images, and it's just kind of, they've changed his look quite a bit a couple times. They've changed his look quite a bit. I guess to suit the tastes of people as the ages go. But yeah, so this is one version of him. He's almost always kind of like brown redheaded, but I guess the amount of beard changes depending on stuff. But Figment's always about that size, so they can get him as a puppet, I believe. Because like, look at that right hand. Does it look real? Does that look real? I'm gonna grab another image too. So they have a comic that I guess that they put out, and it's very... There's actually one word I want to use to describe it, and you'll probably imagine exactly what word it is once I put it up. Once I put it up from the I've never watched the IT crowd. So maybe it's just more so the Figment that, or Dreamfinder I met looked not quite so beardy, maybe. Maybe. Okay. Also realizing something kind of broke. Yeah, something broke. But yeah, this is the other Figment that I saw that's more recent, where it's just kind of a... Is that supposed to be intimidating? Is that Milady? Is he about to Milady me? I'm not certain if I like this one. Give me Grandpa with a big beard instead, please. Give me that one. I hope this isn't like the newest one. I could be wrong. Yeah. Dreamfinder and Figment. You've seen that artist before? They do have the credits on the bottom. Let's see. This is from 2015. 2015. But, I mean, it looks... I hate to say it looks very American Western comic book, you know? It looks very much that style. Figment comic. Disney? Who is the artist? You recognize the name? Zub? Zub? It sounds like a made-up name, honestly. Apparently Figment's been a thing since Jim Zub, I guess. That's the writer. Artist is Felipe. Oh, cover artist is different. The cover artist is different from the interior artist, so that might be a thing. John Tyler Christopher. What has he done? Huh, okay. Yeah, it looks like an invisible lady one. I guess he has a very peculiar style. He likes working with a lot of things that are, I don't want to say, they're not monochrome. Using negative space, if that makes sense, sort of. This was not a particularly good example. Where did it go? Did it just make it like super small? Maybe if I resave it. Let's resave it. Okay. So like this is another piece of his that he's done. And it seems to be more in line with what is to be expected from his work. This is the earlier one I've seen now. Let me bring up a different one, which I thought initially was supposed to be Invisible Girl because of the particular style. But looking back on the rest of them, it's kind of an, okay, that's just kind of what he does. He kind of hides them in the background. Here's one more. To really hammer it home, like, this is what he does. This is... Okay, so he does negative space variants of things, I guess? And this is one of the Marvel girls? I mean, like, Marvel girls isn't like there's Miss Marvel, but isn't there like a junior one, too? That just recently got a comic series? No, I say recently, in the past couple of years. I remember it being a big deal because she... I think she was Muslim? And also from, like, New Jersey or something. I don't know why they made a big deal out of that. Is Miss Marvel? Okay. But she's, like, a young one. Because... Maybe I'm just kind of, like, skewed in my terms of how old I expect a lot of superheroes to be. But yeah. Figment. Figment's really cute. I have hesitations about going on the ride that he's involved in, though. Let's see. Who else is on? What else is on? 14, 15. Score. I'm at the bottom now. Okay. What if I have oil? I can upgrade. I can't. There's no reason for me to move. I could theoretically produce another mech, and that would get me another star. I don't necessarily know if that's really... I guess that is kind of something I could do. Or I could build a... I could build something else. I could build something else that would help me. I'm gonna build that mech. I'm gonna build that last mech. We're gonna spend a food. Sayonara food. And we're gonna spend a metal. And grab Riverwalk. And then we're gonna put it... Where do we put it? Oh, Crimea went all the way up there. Okay. We're actually gonna move it up here. Splitting our forces in twain. Actually, I think everyone is happy where they are. I don't necessarily know if I want to move anything because I don't need wood anymore. I just don't need wood anymore. Who needs wood? It's overrated. I got 3 stars. It still puts me at the bottom. Okay. Let's see. She's one of your... Oh, a friend's favorite. Okay. Oh, thunk. Just the... Oh shit, I should be taking care of those. Especially because I get a lot of benefits from them. Fuck, I should actually be doing that. I need to actually move some stuff around. Actually, if I just give up the factory... I'll do that with my next move. Recruitment bonus. Okay. So we made our 4th mech. We can do another upgrade. And move. And... Okay, wow. That went down quite a bit. Okay. We're going to... We have to move 2 units. If I could actually do that right now. I could do that right now. I'm gonna do that. And that gets me... That nets me that. Encounter token. And otherwise, I actually don't have any other unit that I want to move right now. So we're gonna end the move. Yes. We get... Just kind of a, I need to make use of this while I have this ability. Pick fruit for the lady and keep a few for yourself. 2 food and a popularity. Pay the lady to supply your empire with her apples. Pay 2 to gain 1 worker and 3 food. Can I legally do that to gain another worker, or am I limited? I have a feeling I'm going to be limited, so I'm just going to be getting food. Banish the lady from her family's land. Pay 2 popularity to build a structure. You know, I don't have any use for that worker. And I think I have even less, like, I prefer a bit more popularity and a little bit of food. And the structure is always useful. I really, really wish it was working now. We're gonna, what? We gained 2, we picked 2. 2? Is it kind of glitched right now? Hold on. I'm a little confused now. I thought I had the ability to take 2. Is it only just the 1? Yeah, pick up to 2 options per encounter card. So, like, why can't I pick this? Take? Oh, so I get to pick the second one as well. I just had to... It was a bit worrisome, like, wait. But... it feels a little strange. Make it a little bit more clear that it will continue and that it's not a glitch. As I've said, there was another... I've been playing Bloons, and there's been some times it's been... I've gotten such a weird glitch, bad glitch, that I've had to restart the game. Or rather, like, reboot the application, not restart the game entirely. Okay, I think what I wanted was trade. I wanted the armory. It's either that or I take the bolster 1. Oh, I have to place it somewhere. Do I have to place it? Do I literally have to place it there? Oh, shit, now I have to defend this spot. Oh, this is kind of awful. This is really awful. Okay. Okay, 2 oil. This is so bad. Oh, this is a mistake. I should have thought that through, but lesson learned. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. That's a... What type of land is that? A mountain. Okay. Okay. I could theoretically move my people there in 1 turn. In fact, with the factory move. I could abandon this one and take that one instead. Especially since I haven't built anything there. Okay. Okay, we got this. We got this. We can do this. We can not get last. We can not get last. I picked the top and the bottom. Yeah, I picked the nice one and the evil one. I picked apples for her and a few for myself, and then I like kicked her off the... Look, I'm Polania. I get to choose 2, and I didn't need the extra worker, so... Things being what they are. I'm in it to win it. I'm not in this to be nice. This is not Grim Bright after all. This is not Grim Bright. Screw you, I did the work. The people own this farm now because you didn't do the fucking work. You didn't deserve it. Do I want a third move? I feel like I don't really use it. Okay. This is the only one that makes sense, actually. Because we're never gonna use this. And we're done with mechs. I feel like even though I'm doing better, yeah, I'm still at the bottom. Holy shit, Rusviet. Holy shit, Rusviet. How do I stop them? They have 9 combat cards. How do I stop them? Guess I just need to become more popular? I need to become more pop. That's why! My popularity is in the shitter. That's why. Because popularity is a multiplier. Fuck. Popularity is a multiplier. Okay. I don't have any more oil, do I? No, I don't. And it's gonna cost me stuff to do this, but I'm gonna be able to... I'm gonna be able to increase my popularity. I'm gonna be able to increase my popularity if I just do this once. I'm playing with my popularity and it's not doing me so good. Or I could trade for 2 oil. But honestly, this is better. Confirm. Food. Oil. And I guess the only other thing I have is metal. That's a lot. And we actually can't build anything. We can't build anything. For a second, it's kind of a wait. Are they moving into my territory? What? Oh, they're attacking. Wait. So we're tied, except for combat cards. Hold on. The music's pretty good this time, though. I don't remember this music playing. I'm wondering if it depends on who attacks you. Okay, so it's one-on-one. It's one-on-one. They're... let's see. They're the same in terms of... You know what? I don't want to lose this. I do not. We're gonna do this. They probably are gonna beat us, though. They're probably gonna beat us, honestly. Tie? Fuck! Fuck! My materials! My materials! Fuck them! I gotta... Fuck. Okay. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? We're gonna upgrade and we're gonna move. We're gonna upgrade. We're gonna upgrade and we're gonna move. Move 2 units. Gonna move right back. Actually, more of a case of how did I get there so quickly? Probably this. We're gonna do this. We can move there right away. But we're both gonna suffer, I think, for it. We're both gonna suffer for it. So I'm just gonna move over here real quick. Okay, we're gonna end our move. Unless... no, we can only move that. Like we have an extra move space, but at the same time, extra move space. Oh, but we can't river walk into the woods. We can't river walk into the woods. We can only river walk over here. That was the problem. Okay. So we would have to move into there and start a fight if we wanted to. Yeah, we're gonna end it, then we're gonna upgrade. What are we gonna upgrade? Move? Popularity. We're gonna increase our popularity, and there's actually really very little for us to do for the rest of it. We just have to kind of knock the notches off. I learned something, yeah. I learned that the computer's a cheater. Not as bad as the older, I guess, strategy games. I was watching someone play an older one that I'm kind of familiar with, and it was just sort of a, like, how the hell did the computer build up so fast? And someone else just told me, like, someone else not watching, but someone familiar with the game was just like, you know, the old computers cheated, right? Like, they just outright cheated. There's no way for you to match them. When you're playing against the AI in them, it's kind of a, huh, I guess that would make sense. I guess that would make sense. I want to say maybe I didn't play it on a hard enough level for me to really notice that, to be honest. Yeah, but Gonzi was an error initially. Gonzi was an error. This is like literally, there's no way for you to build something up that high at this early. There's just no way. The game was Alpha Centauri. I am way behind. I need popularity. I need popularity, but I also need battle. If I do this, the recruit, I think that the only action I have left to do is the combat card one. Oh, it's the only the combat card one. We're gonna do this. Gain military power, pay food, and we're going to unlock the last one, which gives us extra cards, which are not great cards. Not great cards. Rusviet's gonna end the game on us, and we're gonna lose because we're not popular. Holy shit. Yeah, we're not popular. We need to bump that up. Rusviet just needs to win one battle for this to be over. It's Sid Meier, so Sid Meier Civilization? Follow Will Smith in the snow. It's one of the few things of his that I've watched, actually, Fresh Prince. Although when it comes to Prince jokes, the one that it took me forever to understand. I'm trying to remember how exactly it goes. Something like fingerprints? I don't think so. Animaniacs. But yeah, Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri. It was something that I enjoyed very much. It was very atmospheric. And then looking, I actually probably still have the actual disc that I got it on. Which actually I'm not entirely, I just realized, I remember being so excited being able to play it again because I found the disc in an old pile once, and then realizing, like, I can install it. This will be great. I can play it again. It's been so long. And then bringing it over to my computer at the time, a laptop, and looking at the computer and then looking at the disc and realizing I don't have a disk drive anymore. I don't have a disk drive anymore. It makes it a bit of a pain. It's a bit of a pain. I do have a drive now. I have a Blu-ray drive, external. But I think I just ended up getting off of good old games or something instead. My favorite secret projects? I think it's kind of a... I mostly think of them in terms of, like, quotes. So, I really like... All of them had so many things in there, such really good quotes. But I think it's the cloning vat. Is it the cloning vats? I think it's the cloning vats with Prov and Lal. Is it cloning vats? Is that a secret project? I feel like it should be. Honestly. Is cloning vats an actual? Yeah, it is a secret project. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, I'm thinking of a different thing. I'm thinking of a different one, because it's not what I'm thinking of. Yeah, but that's a Santiago one. The one I'm thinking of... I mean, Citizens Defense Force is, like, really super fucking useful. I think in terms of... the planetary transits too. Whether... You can never go wrong with Citizens Defense Force is all I'm saying. You can never go wrong with that, honestly. Like, the Hunter-Seeker algorithm is great, too, if you're really good with probes and that, and... I don't think I would be good enough with it. I mean, I still tend to get it, but... Data links is kind of useless, isn't it, right? Because that's the one where, like, hey, great, you get access to all the people. Oh, wait, no. Planetary data links is not that. Planetary data links is... if 3 other groups know a tech, you know it too. That's super useful too. What am I thinking of then? Is there... It shouldn't probably be a secret project. Being able to get the communications for all the other factions, even if you haven't met them. I feel like that might be like a really shitty secret project. What is the quote from Prov and Lal? They have so many good quotes in it. I mean, there's... Beware of he who would deny you access to information, for in his heart he dreams himself your master. No, I don't care about this. No. Give it back. I feel like that one is a really good quote. Topics that were timely then are still timely now. That sort of thing. There was another one about his love. I don't want to mess it up because it's very particular. It's very particular. I don't care about ads. And there's what, like, not Superstring. There's a quote from Morgan, like one of Morgan's workers, about, like, a super liquid or something. It's not super liquid. Great stuff. Superlube, organic superlube? Great stuff. You really have to keep an eye on it, though. It'll try and slide away from you the first chance it gets. Like, the humor, I suppose, injected occasionally into these is really cool. What was it? I loved my chosen. How then to face the day when she left me? So I took from her body a single cell, perhaps to love her again. I suppose that's a kind of quote where, depending on the context of it, it could be really sentimental, or it could be really, really creepy. In terms of left him? Is he using a euphemism there? Or is it more literal, I suppose? Like, did she die or did she simply leave him? But considering the title of it is Time of Bereavement, like that's the section it's for, it's grieving, like proper grieving. That's fair too. It's very monkey's paw. It's very monkey's paw. And it might also depend on a lot of other factors too. Yeah, okay. It's better than getting into the cloning, not cloning bats. The God, it was a quote that I heard from The Hive, where it was talking about every last citizen's duty is to step into the vats. Like, Oh, and then the limerick. Santiago's limerick. A handsome young cyborg named Ace wooed women at every base. But once ladies glanced at his special enhancement, they vanished with nary a trace. I don't know if I understood that one when I was younger. Yeah, like Soylent Green vats. Yeah. It's the recycling tanks, I believe. I think is it the recycling? I think it is the recycling tanks. Yeah, We Must Descend. That one was really... I hate Miriam from a... How to put it? They all have something really wrong with them. But that's also part of their core mechanic, right? And Miriam, as a whole... I shouldn't say as a whole. Thematically, I don't like Miriam. But that's to be expected, I suppose, depending on your particular bent. So, like, the We Must Descend from her. As I said, things tend to roll around, doesn't it? Yeah, they're all... So I bet you can't guess what faction that I favor. You absolutely could never guess what faction I favor. Okay. I should lose. I'm on a losing streak here. Okay, I need to get popular. And I have no mechs to build. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. 105. Yeah, I'm fucked. I think there's no way for me to catch up here. Yeah, he just finished it. Russia just finished it. I guess I have to be much more careful about the sort of things that I break out. Yeah. If I had not lost that battle, if I had won that battle, I feel like I would have done a lot better, but there's no... I want to say there's no way, but I didn't have enough cards. I didn't have enough cards. I also didn't actually build a whole lot. I didn't use the factory card as much as I should have. I don't feel like I used the encounters. The fact that I lost that encounter space hurt so much. That hurt so bad. It hurts so much. So I think, yeah, I just barely eked it out onto here. Actually, no. I guess my last... If I had known it was coming... If I had thought to check if it was coming, like the end, I could have... What could I have done? What could I have done? I only gained 2 popularity, so I stayed in the same bracket, which is a problem. So that last move didn't actually help me in the end. I was lagging behind on stars and hexes because I lost that one. I didn't actually mean to back out quite yet. I wish there was I kind of wish there was a shorter game to play in the meantime. I guess I don't have this. I don't think there's a digital copy of it. Unless it's on Tabletop Sim, which, I don't know. Give me a second, actually. I'm probably not going to be able to find it, but just kind of a case. And it probably won't be a game that can be played alone, which is a bigger problem. I'm wondering if My Little Scythe is available on Tabletop Sim. It's a long shot, right? Sort of. Is it a long shot? But I should also explain a little bit about My Little Scythe. So this is the workshop. Come on. Let's see. Is My Little Scythe available? Scythe is... Scythe Sandbox. Bunny Scythe. My Little... No, we're not. No. What? A lot of people have made a lot of My Little Pony things for this. And it's kind of gunking it up, honestly. Tabletop sim versions? It really depends on the particular game. And, I mean, there's the case of... If it's on the workshop, it's free, even though it's not really legal in most cases, because a lot of the time they want you to buy... You buy Tabletop Sim, and then you buy the implementation of a game separately on there. So if I were to do that, like, what is available? Is it considered like DLC? Just seeing like the most popular thing right now in Tabletop Sim. I'm actually gonna, let me grab this. I'm gonna grab it. I'm currently subscribing to Maxwell. He's a very good boy. When I say Maxwell, I'm gonna, can I grab Maxwell really quickly? Can I what? That wasn't the image I wanted to show? Ah. That's fair, that's fair. I honestly have no idea what's up with this cat. Or rather, I know very little about what's up with this cat. Just that he exists, and he is something that's available now for Tabletop Sim as well. Let me grab up Maxwell. Maxwell. He's available as a Tabletop Sim at workshop item now. Yeah, playing some of the physical games, or rather, seeing the physical implementation versus the board game, the digital edition of things, has been really eye-opening. Some of them I've played first digitally and then saw the physical copies like patchwork, that they don't quite fully explain the roundabout mechanic very well, I feel like. Or maybe I didn't read closely enough into it. He looks like a good boy, though. He looks like a good boy. Actually, I have a photo of my cat watching someone with Maxwell involved. I've been catching... My cat has been watching a lot of VTubers. It's really kind of disconcerting a little bit. I'll be working on something, and then he'll be getting in my way, so it's kind of a... I'll just throw on someone on the second screen for him to get distracted with. So earlier he was actually watching... So there were the debuts of the two... I think it's V and U girls? The magical girl and the angel. So he was watching the angel. He's been getting so fresh. But yeah, it doesn't look like My Little Scythe is available on here. My Little Scythe is actually a... Actually, I'm gonna have a drink of water too. It is a really cute game for kids that's a kind of an alternative to Scythe. It's a simplified version of Scythe aimed at kids, and I guess it was originally a fan-made project that was adopted by Stonemaier. And when I say fan-made project, I mean there were some people, I guess, who were playing Scythe with their kids like the concept of it, because the cute animals, right? Like, you've got the girl with the bear and the girl with the tiger and the guy with the wolf and stuff, and so they like the characters, so they just turn the characters into a mashup of their animal and the person, I suppose, and use them as kind of the mascots for the actual game. So let me grab it up. This is not as cute as it could be, honestly, because these aren't painted, but I'm sure it would look way cuter if it were painted. Let me grab an image of it. Yeah. Stonemaier seems to do really good by their people. Can I just save a J? This is that. Yeah, I can. Great. Okay, so this is really bleh. Really big. See, there's actually a kid playing with it. I actually do know some kids. It was kind of a, their parents are into board games. I wonder if they've gotten their kids into this or not. Or is this like a potential Christmas gift to get them? Although I don't want to say it's weird to say it's a couple years out of date, but like it was something that came out not in the past year or two. So, not that I guess timeliness really matters a whole lot when it comes to games necessarily, seeing as I'm playing a game that's from, what, 2018? And talking about games that actually is Scythe from 2018? I think it actually might be earlier, but not by a whole lot. When did Scythe come out? Yeah, 2018. I think Space Serenade was also 2018. And maybe it was 2019? I think it was 2018. But also there's a new Scythe game coming out, Expeditions. And then there's also the video game, which is kind of a... Maybe actually, I should check and see the preview first. Can we actually get that up real quick? Because I actually don't know what the Iron Harvest video game is like, if there is actually a trailer for it. Oh, there's an official cinematic trailer. Okay, I'm gonna pop this up actually real quick. Where is it? Can I grab this? I feel like there might be a specific sweet spot for ages when it comes to Little Scythe, because I do have some younger relatives, but they might be too young for it, and then the other ones are probably too old. At the same time, I don't necessarily want to play Scythe with them, because I don't know if they would get it. It's tough. It's tough sharing things like that. Okay, let me grab this. Is it going to be showing the right thing? If I delete this. Is it showing the right thing? Before I start doxing myself. Okay. Yeah, this is right. This is right, I think. We're gonna bump this. Wait. Oh, you can already see it. You can already see it. I'm just blocking it with this. So we're gonna... Oh, one more thing. Pause. I'm gonna mute the game. I tried to do some more fancy audio work, and then it turns out that, one of the things I'm using does not support this quite yet, so I have to go back to a slightly old way of doing it. Maybe next time I'll figure it out. Actually, I probably won't have to worry about it for Sunday. So, what? Also, I should check the volume before I do too much more. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. What?
Raz, dwa, trzy i giniesz ty!
It looks really good so far. So just a giant mech all of a sudden. Oh no. And then the other mech? Okay, and then the it looks like a little it doesn't look as helpful. It doesn't look as helpful. So this is a cinematic trailer. It's more of a case of what's the actual gameplay like? What is the actual gameplay like? He looks like a friendly boy, not a fighty boy. Okay. Yeah, so now I feel way worse about choosing the bad option. I feel way worse about choosing the bad option without actually winning the game for it at that. Wow, okay. I was hoping it's more of a case of, so that was a cinematic trailer, but it didn't tell me how it actually plays. Is there like gameplay, I guess? Oh, so it's an RTS. Okay. It's an RTS. I guess this is the thing where they don't have like a gameplay trailer necessarily out. It's just going to be reviews. So, bleh. Okay. I'm glad I watched that. Although I'm a little it's such a depressing world, isn't it? It's such a depressing world. Okay. Let's see. So with that, let's see. Where do we go from here? I kind of want someone uplifting. Who's going to be uplifting? Sorry, just like, well, this person's playing this game, but I don't know if I consider it uplifting. I don't think I'd consider it uplifting, but she would make it uplifting. She would make it uplifting. Why don't we go say hello to Hespera? She's playing Dark. Actually, hold on. Before I do that, like, has she been on for a long time? Is she going to be ending soon? I don't want to be, like, busting into a party that's ending. I don't want to be busting into a party that's ending. Okay. I think she's going to be up for maybe a little while longer. So let's write Hespera, and she is playing Dark Souls. So I guess continuing on the theme, it's not going to be happy, but at the same time, not the worst. What is she? Sorry, I'm looking at it. It's kind of her model looks a little different today, maybe. I think. Her model looks a little different today. Maybe I'm looking at this wrong. But we'll start the raid anyway. We'll see what it is when we get there. Now I'm really invested, like what is going on. So thank you very much for coming tonight. I'm going to practice. I'm gonna practice. Sometime between the singing and everything else. I'll get a practice game in or two. But on Sunday, I'm going to be continuing reading surreal stories from City of Saints and Madmen with the 3DO. And this time, I'm going to tape. I'm going to tape that in. It's going to be taped in. It's not going to pop out. And also I'm going to make sure that the bot is watchable and not silent. It's going to be fixed. It's going to be a history stories. There's going to be a lot of footnotes. And next week, it's going to be continuing Legend of Mana, and it's going to be Scythe again. It's going to be Scythe. I'm going to win against the bots. I promise you that. It's going to be a win. Or at least not last place. But thank you very much again for coming, and have a good night.